So we have Professor Ahar here. Do you have any questions, Prof?
Thank you, Professor Richard. Good evening, everybody. I'm glad to have this opportunity. I'd like to ask several questions to Mr. Gunnar. First of all, I'd like to know your historical relationship with your mentor, Ahmed Hulusi. What is your reason to choose him as your guru? I want to know your previous condition before you met him, and what is the enlightenment that he gave to you. And then the second question is, you say that your everyday life is as a funds manager, and you also a Sufi. I know that Sufi is make far from the earthly
Materialistic. From
Yeah.
materialistic.
Yeah, as far as it goes with the everyday life, and hedge fund is a capitalistic way to make money. What connects the dots? What is the relation between the Sufism and the capitalistic way to make money?
Very good question. Mari bisa di ini nggak? Convey.
If you get it, so
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
it's a
yes,
similar
yes,
question of
yes.
how you navigate between.
Unfortunately, I understand the question. Yes, and it's a tough one, but I will try my best. I will try my best to answer. So, first of all, you know, when I look at my life, and you ask me how I chose to be with Ahmed Hulusi, and I really look honestly, it's very clear to me that there was no choice. It was just the way things came to be. We can call it chance. We can call it whatever we want to call it. But it occurred at a time when I was ready to listen. It occurred at a time when I had given up on my understanding of existence and had questions and was looking for answers. It occurred with a person who wanted to share their knowledge freely, but didn't care if I listened to it or if I didn't listen to it. And they accepted me exactly as I was, with all my misgivings and all my materialistic background and view of life. And therefore, it was in my path. And I guess my data set allowed me to be able to accept that information. And I think the difference that Ahmed Hulusi also brings to the concept of Sufism and of Islam is that he is able to tackle the issues from a daily scientific background. He's in his 70s today, and still today he's researching new scientific applications and everything that's happening, so that he can try and share with all those around him, with all those that are ready to listen, the same knowledge, because it is one knowledge of existence, but from different aspects. And if that had not been in my path at that time, I wouldn't have been able to accept it, because I was coming from a point of much more materialism, and I needed scientific proofs to be able to accept any information at that time. Today, I may have a different data set because of all of that data that has come in. My understanding of existence is probably quite different. Probably if I meet myself from 15 years ago, I don't know if we get along so well or not. Who knows? I do love that person because it is thanks to that person that there is this person today. But maybe the viewpoints from that time and today are very, very different. And so the ability to actually simplify some of the concepts of Islam, of tasawwuf, of Sufism, and get thinking minds to be able to look into it. Not to say this is the law of the universe, this is what you need to listen to, but to say, listen, here are the facts. Here are the scientific discoveries. Here's how your brain functions. Here's what quantum physics explains. Here's what matter is. Here's what illusion is. And to be able to put all those together is a wonderful gift, I think, to all of us. And I have benefited greatly from it. And I hope that all of you will also be able to benefit from it, because knowledge is one of the core tenets of faith. And without knowledge, without knowledge and guidance, we cannot really obtain true faith. Right?
What the
I
second
hope this answers the
Sorry,
first part.
there is one
First
note
part.
that
There are
it may
other
be
questions.
important from Nazli. Says not guru.
Yes. Also, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
And for the second part,
Before I come to the second part, one of the most wonderful things that has happened to me is Nazli, my wife, who brought me a piece of paper saying that Ahmed Hulusi is not a guru. Right? He's a thinker. He's a man that I love, because of all that he's able to share, because of all the light that he's able to shed upon us. But there are no gurus. There is no second entity between you and Allah. There is no you, there's no second entity. It is just living the reality of Allah. So the more people we try and put between us and our essential reality, the further we start to go away from